And the biggest talking point today and the last so many days, it's been a truly historic moment today. 19th September, viewers, will be etched in history as the day that India bid farewell to colonial vestiges and embraced a bigger canvas for a Bhavya Bharat. Prime Minister Modi led the march from the old Parliament building to the new, marking an epochal change in India's constitutional history. It's apt perhaps that on this historic first session in the new Parliament building, a historic bill has been tabled, the Women's Reservation Bill, which was first tabled 27 years ago. Today returns with renewed enthusiasm. It will ensure 335 of the seats in the Lok Sabha and all state assemblies will be reserved for women going forward. Although the bill categorically says that this will be put into action only after delimitation process is carried out, here's a rough idea based on currencies as to what women's quota means. 181 of 543 seats in Lok Sabha have been reserved for women. That's the number, that's the statistics that you need to follow very closely. 28 of the 84 seats for SC in Lok Sabha has been reserved for women. So that's the SC category, and the reservation within that SC category, the women SC will get this share. 15 of the 47 seats of the ST category in Lok Sabha have been reserved for women. 33% constituencies in all states reserved for women when this law is implemented finally. And this is another aspect that has been brought in as far as this bill is concerned. Rotation of seats reserved in Lok Sabha and states after each delimitation. And that's the point perhaps that is being picked up by the opposition as well. The Prime Minister has urged all parliamentarians to ensure that Nari Shakti gets its due representation in the House. It was later tabled in the Lok Sabha by the Law Minister after the Prime Minister's announcement.
अनेक वर्षों से महिला आरक्षण के संबंध में बहुत चर्चाएं हुई हैं, बहुत वाद विवाद हुए हैं। अटल जी के कार्यकाल में कई बार महिला आरक्षण का बिल पेश किया गया। कई बार महिलाओं को अधिकार देने का, महिलाओं की शक्ति का उपयोग करने का वो काम, शायद ईश्वर ने ऐसे कई पवित्र काम के लिए मुझे चुना है। महिला आरक्षण वाला जो विधेयक है उसको मंजूरी दी गई है। इस नए बदलाव का आह्वान किया है और देश की नारी शक्ति के लिए सभी सांसद मिलकर के नए प्रवेश द्वार खोल दें। इसका आरंभ हम इस महत्वपूर्ण निर्णय से करने जा रहे हैं। इस विधेयक का लक्ष्य लोकसभा और विधानसभाओं में महिलाओं की भागीदारी का विस्तार करने का है।
मैं प्रस्ताव करता हूं कि भारत के संविधान का और संशोधन करने वाले द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन 128th अमेंडमेंट बिल 2023 यानी नारी शक्ति वंदन अधिनियम 2023 को सदन में पूर्व स्थापित करने की अनुमति दी जाए।
लोकसभा में एक बिल प्रस्तुत किया गया है, वहां पर चर्चा होने के बाद यहाँ भी आएगा। नारी शक्ति के सशक्तिकरण की दिशा में जो पिछले अनेक वर्षों से महत्वपूर्ण कदम उठाए गए हैं, उसमें एक अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण कदम आज हम सब मिलकर के उठाने जा रहे हैं। बेटियों में जो सामर्थ्य है, उस सामर्थ्य को अब अवसर मिलना चाहिए। उनके मन में इफ्स एंड बट्स का युग खत्म हो चुका है।
Politics has already begun. Before we take you through the reactions that have come in from the Congress so far, here's what the Aam Aadmi Party says. Absolutely shocking, a churlish attack on women's quota bill. In fact, they've used in this tweet the hashtag Mahila Bewakoof Banao Bill. So that's the claim being made by the Aam Aadmi Party, a tweet that's been put out by the official handle on X social media. Let me go across to Kitty joining us with that detailed tweet. Kitty.
Well, Christine, that's the tweet by the Aam Aadmi Party, wherein they say देश की जनता को कैसे ठगा जाता है ये कोई मोदी जी से सीखे. महिला बेवकूफ बनाओ बिल, that's the hashtag that has been used by the Aam Aadmi Party. इसका सारा खेल समझिए. Let's understand how this is all going to work. मोदी जी ने आज संसद में महिला आरक्षण बिल तो पेश करवा दिया, मगर आने वाले चुनावों में महिलाओं को आरक्षण नहीं मिलने वाला. अब आप पूछेंगे तो किन चुनावों में आरक्षण मिलना शुरू होगा? So the Aam Aadmi Party is asking here, is saying that when is this bill going to be implemented? When are women going to get reservation in the parliament and the state assemblies? आने वाले चुनावों में महिलाओं को आरक्षण नहीं मिलने वाला. आप पूछेंगे किन चुनावों में आरक्षण मिलेगा? ये बात मोदी जी ने बताने से साफ इनकार कर दिया है. मोदी जी refuses to answer this question. मोदी जी की नीयत साफ है. झूठ बोलो, बार बार झूठ बोलो, जितना बोल सकते हो उतना झूठ बोलो. This is a fierce attack, and the attack on the center, on Prime Minister Modi, that the Aam Aadmi Party has made, first using hashtag like Mahila Bevakoof Banao Bill, and then saying that the Modi Sarkar is telling lies. This is what the Aam Aadmi Party here claims when talking about the Women's Quota Bill. Also, they go on to claim jab tak nahi janganana or pariseman, that's the census and the delimitation doesn't get over, तब तक कोई आरक्षण नहीं मिलने वाला. That's what the Congress NCP have also been claiming, and now the Aam Aadmi Party also sort of exaggerating.
Okay. Well, it's important to note here, Kitty, that the central government has apprised one and all in the country of these criteria of how this bill can only be implemented after the delimitation exercise is carried out, which is not going to happen before 2026, and yet you have these kind of attacks coming in from the opposition. Many thanks for that, Kitty. Like we're talking about the kind of political reactions that have been coming in, this particular development has surely sparked the political slugfest between the NDA government and the opposition. Over the last few days, remember, viewers, the opposition has been batting for the introduction of the Women's Quota Bill, but when it was introduced today, it appears not everyone in the opposition is quite happy. Minutes after the announcement, apart from what you just saw the Aam Aadmi Party say, the Congress also went on to call this the biggest election jumla. They say the bill was introduced multiple times under the UPA only to get a fierce retort from the Home Minister. Watch what happened in the Parliament earlier today.
नरसिम्हा राव जी की सरकार, फिर डॉक्टर मनमोहन जी की सरकार, अलग अलग सरकारों ने अलग अलग समय पर अपनी हैसियत के अनुसार उसको पास कराने की प्रयास किया. कभी राज्यसभा में पास होता था, लोकसभा में नहीं होता था, कभी लोकसभा में होता था, राज्यसभा में गिर जाता था. डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह की सरकार के वक्त जो ये बिल आया वो आज तक जीवित है, राज्यसभा में पास हुआ है. अधीर रंजन जी ने दो चीजें फैक्चुअली इनकरेक्ट कही है, या तो वो विड्रॉ करे या तो अपने सदन के टेबल पर उसको रखवाना चाहिए. एक, महिला आरक्षण बिल लोकसभा में पास हुआ था, कभी पास नहीं हुआ. और दो, कि ये बिल पुराना लोकसभा में लंबित है. ये बिल 2014 में ही लोकसभा को विघटन के साथ ही ये बिल निरस्त कर दिया गया.
Let's talk about the AIMIM's reaction. This is what the AIMIM, remember, said even before the news came in of how the law minister earlier today tabled the Women's Reservation Bill, once again asking the centre why there is no reservation for Muslim women. Listen in.
तो आप रिप्रेजेंटेशन कहाँ दे रहे हैं, किसको दे रहे हैं रिप्रेजेंटेशन? जिनका रिप्रेजेंटेशन या उनको रिप्रेजेंटेशन मिलना चाहिए ना. तो इस बिल में सबसे बड़ी खामी यह है कि इसमें ओबीसी महिलाओं को और मुस्लिम महिलाओं के लिए कोई कोटा नहीं रखा गया, इसलिए हम इस बिल के खिलाफ हैं.
Well, let's quickly open this up with our all-women panelists. We have Gargi Nandi Roy, political analyst, and we have Vijay Dharani, S Congress MLA and Chief Whip Tamil Nadu. What better to start with an all-women's panel on such a historical day? But let me begin with Miss Vijay Dharani. Given the kind of opposition reactions that have been coming in the latest very shocking comment that's come in from the Aam Aadmi Party, as they have put out on social media X, they've used the hashtag Mahila Bevkoof Banao Bill. How do you see this?
No, I don't agree with this. I clearly say that Congress party earlier brought this bill and it was the Congress party who originally brought the Women Reservation Bill, and we are always in support of it. But we really wanted it to be implemented at the earliest. That's our request. Even now, I strongly feel the whatever the quota as such is given is as per whatever in the local bodies in the entire country, Panchayat Raj system, the municipal and corporation system, what reservations, how it has been brought by the center, and then implemented in the states. Similarly, a bill has been brought in.
But are you confident the
MLAs
opposition
and
is
MPs.
going to come together and you're going to be able to find a consensus as far as this issue is concerned? Very, very central to the nation's sentiment today.
See, now that one should not expect that all the opposition should come together. Now is time that with the animal majority, the BJP should push it and pass it through.
No,
Very
it's going to be a
important.
test, Ms. Vijayadharani, for the opposition unity as well, because we're all looking at things from the
opposition
2024
unity-
perspective. But I want to
Yes.
take that to Gargi Nandi Roy, because questions being asked.
Opposition unity, let me say only one thing. Opposition unity is not a matter for this bill.
Okay.
Let me be very clear. It doesn't require any opposition unity in this.
Okay, it doesn't require
In this,
opposition
the
unity.
bill has
Gargi
to
Nandi
pass
Roy, A,
for
do
the
you
sake
agree
of the
to the
women of this
statement made by
country.
Vijayadharani?
For the sake of the
And
country.
B, the question being asked to the BJP,
See,
calling it an election
ma'am, let
jumla,
me come
that
in. My
given
next
that this
statement,
can't be
yes.
implemented before the delimitation process, why call for a special session to introduce the same?
See, I think, Christine, today is a historic day. And on a historic day like this, the parties, opposition parties like Congress and AAP should stop being compulsive contrarians. Let's not forget, this is a long pending bill. Today we have moved to a new abode, which may be a new civil structure, but manifestation of the civilizational Bharat. The civilizational Bharat respects its women. And we have seen in the BJP era that women have got so many facilities, from Ujala to toilet to the PM Awas Yojana. And let me remind her that when Devegowda brought it in 96, it could not be passed. 98, Atalji brought it. 99, 2002, 2003. Atal Bihari Vajpayee introduced the bill in Lok Sabha, but it could not be passed. It did not see success. Yes, when Congress brought it in the UP era in Rajya Sabha, it was passed. Arun Jaitley, as the leader of the opposition, had supported it.
Yes.
But then why didn't the Congress table
Well,
the
the
bill in
BJP
Lok
has always
Sabha?
been in
So
support
that
of
was
it,
Congress's
Gargi Nandi Roy,
mistake,
and
right? Why didn't
so has the Congress. It's interesting whether or not the likes of Samajwadi Party and the RJD are going to come out in support, because they have come out with certain conditions in the past, and that's why I say the opposition unity is going to be a test that they have to come out with a consensus on. Ladies, thank you for joining us. We need to, I don't know, why quick break. We'll be right back on the other side.